Your next roaster coming to the stage is one of my favorite people in Richmond, Jesse Jarvis. What can I say? The only thing longer than one of your jokes is Tom Dustin's trench coat. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Jesse Jarvis.
For Nick Cantone, everybody. We'll see how this goes. I got like 3 jokes. It's gonna take me like 15 minutes to tell them. We'll see how this fucking goes. I have no idea like how to do roasting. It's hard for me to be mean. Like how the fuck can I look at somebody like Nick Cantone and say anything mean? What the fuck is going on? God damn it. It's better than any of my sets have ever gone. But seriously, like, I gotta look at somebody like Nick Cantone, my good buddy, great comic, and say anything mean about that guy. That mustache is fucking epic, man. The best mustache jokes of anybody in the biz. The mustache joke, it's a part of your act, man, which is why you were my favorite prop comic ever. Hello, everybody. Tom Dustin's here. Tom Dustin is a tiny, angry little man who lives with his parents. But you know what? I gotta say something about it. He tells the best stories I've ever. Oh, I don't fucking know where he's at. Tom Dustin tells the best fucking stories. I don't know if it's because the stories are interesting or if it's because when he tells them, his voice sounds like a mixture of Dennis Miller and an old Jewish woman. You know? It's like, so Jesse's open for me a lot, and what he does is he tickles my balls. That was stupid. What was that? Roy Rogers, my best friend. Give it up for Roy. Roy Rogers has the mutton chops of a golden god, and the back hair hairier than Whoopi Goldberg's snatch. Roy has a lovely girlfriend. He's moving in with her. It's awesome. I love that about it. I've never seen a woman so lovely lose a bet so bad and stay so dedicated to it. But, good on you, buddy. Good on you. Odyssey Michaels is here. I love Odyssey. Give it up for Odyssey. It's hilarious. Odyssey is a religious man. I kind of admire that about him. He's a religious man. But seriously, dude, take a look at your career and take a look at the people that are around you right now. I think it's pretty obvious. God fucking hates you. So, I had some jokes for Ray Bullock, but he fucking stole them already. By the way, here's something you'll never heard ever said at the Richmond Funny Bone. Yes, I would like to buy 2 tickets for Full State Comedy. Never. It's a joke. I don't know anybody. Buzz with a onesie. Nice. It's a funny dude. For any of you who haven't seen Buzz do karaoke, this man has the voice of an angel and the charm of a registered sex offender. Rick's here. I don't know much about Rick. I guess he eats vegetables. I don't know what to say. I don't really know the guy. Seems like a lovely dude. By the way, I like how like the two of you sat right next to each other. Like I could not tell you apart right now. Derek, my 3rd favorite bartender at the Funny Bone, out of all the Funny Bones in Richmond. Derek has the look of somebody who seems like he's about to commit a violent hate crime. But then he opens his mouth and you're like, oh, fuck that, like, it's not that guy. But then he just kind of seems like a really wimpy UFC fighter, right? But he still hates Jews, though. That's not, still hates Jews. But my buddy Jesse Thomas, I love you, buddy. It's the good reason why we're all here. Give it up for him. But why are we rehearsing you? Didn't we do this like a year ago? Like exactly. What could be said about Jesse Thomas that hasn't already been said about Travis Charles? Like, they both got weird sex stories. They both got awkward occurrences with fucking Bert Kreischer. They both got awkward sex occurrences with Bert Kreischer. Not good. But congratulations, though. You're now living the comedy dream. You're moving back in with your parents. Give it up for that. Much like Tom. Listen, I know you're a big Tom Dustin fan, but you don't have to do everything exactly as he does. You know that, right? You know. But if you want to do it, I say fucking do it all the way. Become a raging alcoholic and don't write any new jokes for 3 years. That's a joke. But Jesse Thomas, over the last 2 years, you've become one of my best friends, man. I fucking love you, dude. I'm gonna miss you, but I'll see you around. So fucking love you, buddy. Good luck.
Jesse Jarvis, everybody! Jesse, that wasn't nearly as long as I thought it would be, honestly.
That's what she said.
So your next roaster coming to the stage, Mr. David C. Wingfield. Oh yeah. David C. Wingfield is a good friend of mine. He once referred to me as his comedy Sherpa, and I'm flattered by that, Dave, but I'm also greatly concerned because if your Sherpa is a skinny bald guy with a blazing mustache, you have bigger problems than just trying to make that new war joke funny. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a big fan of his. Welcome to the stage, David C. Wingfield.
Give it up for Captain Excitement over here. Yeah! All right, how we doing? Tom Dustin. Tom Dustin is here. Tom Dustin, the answer to the question, what do all Boston hookers have in common besides gonorrhea and daddy issues? Yeah, Tom Dustin. I think they touched on this before. Tom Dustin, the only non-Canadian ever to win the prestigious Yuck Yucks Festival. And won $25,000 cash prize. So give it up for that guy. He is fucking amazing. And he has parlayed that success into an appearance at a pizza parlor in Richmond on a Monday night. So God bless him. We all want to be like Tom Dustin, don't we? So this fall, Tom debuts his new cologne, which is an alluring combination of stale beer and wasted talent. So we all are looking forward to that. Tom once told me, he said, all I have in this life are my balls and my words, both of which have been in Roy Rogers' mouth. So give it up for Roy Rogers, everybody. Roy Rogers is, he's dating a black chick, which is the reaction that joke usually gets. And you know the best thing about Roy dating a black girl? Getting to hear about it every 5 seconds. That's, the only thing harder than finding a powdered white wig for a black girl is hearing these goddamn jokes over and over. So, yeah. Now, some people, it's not fair. Some people have said that since Roy is going to move in with his girl, there's a chance that he's going to stop doing comedy. And I think it's crazy, because when did Roy start doing comedy? And his best friend, Jesse Jarvis. What can I say about Jesse Jarvis that Jesse Jarvis can say only using a shit ton of more words? Now, I remember the first time I met Jesse. She had this way that made you want to help her out, and I really liked her, and I took a liking to her, and when she started to run McCormick's, I said, wow, that's a great girl to do that. And oh, that explains a lot. All right, sorry, moving on. All right. Ray Bullock. Ray Bullock has been running 955 for a long time. Give him a round of applause. Ray works a lot to do everything he can to make the Richmond comedy scene a better place, except for leaving it. So, as long as Ray is here, there'll always be a 16-year-old girl who gets to hear how brilliant she is. And how her unfunniest joke is the funniest thing ever. So actually, Ray is well known outside of all local comedy circles, and I remember Bill Withers, the great singer-songwriter, actually had a song that he wrote about Ray, and it goes, "Ain't no punchline when he's on, only loudness teed with rage. Ain't no punchline when he's on, and he's always on too long. Anytime he's on the stage." Blah 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 blah. Okay, anyway. Hey, we got representing the Funny Bone tonight. We have Rick Bruner, Buzz with 1Z, and Derek Rock. So text the word "unfunny as fuck" to the digit 68247. Also, we have Andrew Pauly and Corey Marshall from the Funny Bone box office. So if you guys call now, you win 6 free tickets to see two guys go absolutely nowhere in life. Corey Marshall, he has an endorsement deal with barbecue sauce. Yeah, because apparently watermelon and fat white women weren't stereotypical enough, so. You know, seriously, together, you and Odyssey, you almost make a real black guy, so I'm really... Now, people are asking why Andrew Pauly is here. That's what people ask me, and I'm going to tell you why, okay? He's here to make Nick Cantone seem exciting. That's why. He's here to make Roy Rogers look successful. That's why he's here. Let's see, whatever. So, we've got a great dance tonight. We've got comedians, we have comedy club employees, and we have a guy who makes cabinets. So that's Odyssey Michaels. It's good to see you here. Thank you for coming out from your busy schedule of dresser drawers. Hey, what's the difference between Odyssey Michaels and a pencil? You can find a pencil with the Richmond Funny Bone. I know.
Make it all better with a cake pop.
I understand. I know the perfect place for you to stick the cake pop, too. Fuck with me. Remember Rita's? Some bitch went from rolling in the aisles to digging in the dumpster. Hey, here's my impression of Odyssey Michaels' last day in comedy. You've got mail. Goodbye. Which brings us to our host, Nick Cantone. Nick Cantone, the comedic equivalent of watching paint dry. Cantone, which is an Italian word meaning write some new fucking jokes. Seriously. Seriously, no, Nick Cantone, like he said, he is my Sherpa, and I'll follow him anywhere, so pretty soon I'll be moving in with his parents, so. And speaking of guys who are moving in with their parents, Jesse Thomas, give him a round of applause. Jesse is an inspiration to comics everywhere, okay? He goes to show that with hard work, dedication, and commitment, you too can book yourself 12 weeks a year at the Funny Bone, so. Now, the reason that Tom Dustin is here, and it's kind of a thing with Jesse, he loves to hang out with the Funny Bone's feature acts. He's got a lot of the friends, you know, Kevin Downey Jr., Rod Paul, people like that who he's friends with. Yeah, he sticks to them like that thing on the back of Corey Marshall's head. So. I honestly believe he would turn down sex to hang out with a Funny Bone feature, because the irony being that they would both make him feel small. So. Now, as we all know, for the past 2 years, he lived with Roy Rogers in a little place I like to call Chastity Palace. Yeah, not even the carpet got laid. Yeah, so. He treats women, I will say this, Jesse treats women with dignity, courtesy, and respect until he meets them. And then, yeah, it just goes to shit. He's been known to lie to women. I don't know if you guys know this. He once told a woman he was a lawyer. And that's not the worst. He's also told women he's disease-free. The funniest was when he told a woman he was a successful comedian. That shit was hilarious. I was my ass off about that. It was much funnier when he did it. You should have seen it. And speaking, then there's this act. Hip to be bear. Now, yeah, he tried to call me the bear. He's the one who started that shit. And then he started a joke called Hip to be bear, so I like to feel I inspired that. It's 5 minutes of awkwardness with a couple of laughs. It's pretty much like sex with Jesse. If you tack on 4 minutes and 57 seconds. But Jesse's inspired a lot of my jokes. The joke about the guy who always uses his GPS, is him. The joke about the guy who asks if my wife celebrates Christmas, that was him. I have a new joke about a guy who eats more shit than the girl in the movie The Help. By the way, I want to run a joke by you later about a guy who eats more shit than The Help. And the weird thing, he doesn't get as many laughs on stage as he does in bed. Which is confusing because every time an audience sees him, they feel like they've been fucked. So tonight we honor a guy whose big career move is moving back in with the folks. Yeah, we're honoring a guy for pretty much absolutely nothing. I feel like the only thing missing here is 45 women and a fake miscarriage. I don't give a fuck if anybody don't think that shit's funny. That's right. That's right. Now I will say this: I'm gonna miss the dude. That's been my dude. Him and Corey, and Corey's my road dog, and Jesse. We go everywhere together. So I'm really gonna miss him, and it's gonna be really tough not going places with him all the time and all that shit. So I'm gonna miss you, dude. So good luck.
Ladies and gentlemen, David C. Wingfield. Now coming back to the stage, Nick Cantone.
Thank you, Buzz. That was weird. Let's keep this thing moving. We are on the home stretch right now, ladies and gentlemen, and your next roaster coming to the stage is Rick Bruner. What can I say about Rick Bruner? He's committed to excellence. Even tonight, he has kept intact his streak of consecutive days wearing a t-shirt he got for free. So. I've known Rick almost as long as I've done comedy, and I'm always grateful for the advice and the help and the guidance he's given me. He's a good guy in comedy, and we're lucky to have him here tonight. Round of applause right now for Rick Bruner.
How y'all doing tonight? All right, listen. Like everybody said, my name is Rick. I was the general manager at Richmond Funny Bone. Now I'm down at Virginia Beach. With that being said, I have a whole slew of amazingly mediocre comics that I work with down there. A couple of them actually got together and they sent me a little message they want me to read for Jesse. I'm not a comic, but I do want to let you know my shit's better than this. So this is from Tim Lulis. He picks on a few of y'all. First of all, Roy Rogers. I don't know if you know this. Tim is on a diet, something hard. He's lost 80 pounds. He still has 380 to go, but he's doing really, really well. He says, Roy Rogers, I will be weighing less than you by September. I love you so much. I will give you all my fat jokes, which would hopefully make you a feature act. Again, Tim Lulis, Ray Bullock. You look and talk like a slimy pawn shop owner. I don't know if he means Pawn Stars or what, but that's where that went. He said, I can't say anything about Corey Marshall. He is as likable and articulate as a Huxtable. And he knows his place. Jesse Thomas. This one seems a little more personal. He says, your breath is so bad, you can kill an acreage of corn. These are reasons why we lost the war of 64. Just throwing that out there. He says, please keep sporting the beard because you have the pale skin complexion of an Icelandic ginger.
I can rock a better tan in the summertime than you. I even probably look better with my shirt off. You have the bright, bitter future of Hatton Jordan with the insecurities of C.B. Wilkins. Unfortunately, some of y'all don't get that. Those of you that do, that shit's funny. He said, be careful, DC is tough. I don't think he means David Carter. And don't get robbed. Of course, they wouldn't get much money, and there's damn sure no jokes to steal. He says, all kidding aside, good luck on your move. I have always respected you, believe it or not, and I wish you and your career all the best. I am sure you will be unfortunate enough to see me again. Tim Lulis. Now, people talk about bringing props. I actually did bring one. It's a nice... I wanted to make sure that everybody could see Jesse Thomas in his finest. Okay, Jesse Thomas in front of a green screen was a scary, scary moment. This is just the best of what there was. We have some Wonder Woman pictures laying around, things like that as well. Y'all have no idea what it's like. Everybody said I'm not a comic, and you're absolutely right, I am not a comic. But neither is Tom Dustin. And he's been sending me jokes for the last 20 minutes. Some of them are okay. I don't know what a Ron Jeremy cream pie is, but I imagine it's really, really gross. Again, that was funnier.
I didn't say that
All right, seriously. First of all, thank you, Nick Cantone. You're doing a great job. I really appreciate it. Amazing. My fellow roasters, I am just so honored to be up here and to be welcomed by y'all, not just because I write checks and things like that, but because I actually feel like y'all really do want something from me. Never doing anything like this before. I was thinking of starting off with a bunch of poop jokes. But I figured that poop jokes really wouldn't be original, so I'm pretty sure most of y'all have heard Odyssey set. There are two bad things that have happened in comedy. One was Odyssey Michaels learning how to send email. The other one was Fool's Day. Unfortunately, one of those can be fixed. 3 years I've been waiting to see this motherfucker. 3 years! But the whole time I didn't know where he lived. True story. He knows that. Alright, so Buzz. What can I say about Buzz? First of all, y'all are all pussies. Buzz, shut the fuck up! I mean, Jesus, dude! No one's ever bought a ticket to see the sound guy. I worry about you though, I really do. I picture you buying a ticket for a movie right behind Fred Willard. I imagine you have a Viagra Pez dispenser in your car. I used to think that I have known Buzz for every bit of probably 13, 14 years now. I mean, it's been a minute. I have gotten this man so drunk that you drunk. We're called Dustin drunk. I've got this man, and that right there is an accomplishment. When I was younger, I used to want to grow up and be a dirty old man, but Buzz pretty much ruined that for everybody. Earlier tonight, Buzz showed me a picture of what he called his black girlfriend. I just imagine that's how Roy Rogers' Wednesday nights are. Speaking of Roy, congratulations, man. Your whole life, you've worked hard to make a great life for yourself. You've grown into a fine man with a career and a future. You're moving in with the girl that you love, which is just amazing. And let's give it up for Roy and his happiness. Now that you're moving in with Ashley, we all know you are going to quit comedy, and I just got one thing I want to say to you. See you in 3 years. Well, actually, you might get an extra year out of it just because your girlfriend's gonna want to prove me wrong.
It's funny because it's true.
That really just made me happy. Thank you very much. Ray Bullock. What can I say about Ray that hasn't already been said to his face, behind his back, to his mom? In church. Again, we really thought you'd be funnier by now. Tom Dustin, Dave mentioned it earlier, Tom did win $25,000 at the Yuck Yuck Festival. Unfortunately, didn't get to keep it. They needed to pay his bar tab. Jesse Jarvis, I really wish I knew you better. You seem like such an easy target. David C. Wingfield, the historian of the shit people don't care about. I was trying to find a way to slip Kenny Winkle in this, but it just didn't fit. So, I'm on to Jesse Thomas. I wasn't going to say that until he came, so I had to go there. But I'm on to Jesse. It's with great pleasure that we gather today. We're all here to celebrate a man that means so little to so many. When I first met Jesse, he was different than a lot of other female comedians. He was a bright-eyed... Excuse me. He was a bright-eyed, rambunctious box office employee from Northern Virginia who'd occasionally like to date minors. I would catch him during his shifts, sneaking around the showroom, just hoping to get a glimpse at a feature act. Any feature act would do. His love of comedy goes deep. His love of good comedy, not so much. He has a way with the women, just not his way. The best relationship he ever had was with a guy named His best relationship he ever had was with a guy named Tom Schaefer. Sometimes you can see in Jesse's face how badly he just wants to make it outside to grab another cigarette before the show starts. But seriously, moving home for you, I think, is the right thing. Your mother and I are very happy about this. After all, if your future is now, you might want to rethink this whole comedy thing. All kidding aside, you're a good man, you're a great friend, and a pretty shitty comedian. So, thank you very much. Like I said, it was a real honor to be here. And,
I sent you pearls. I sent you pearls. I'm doing the jokes.
Okay. All right.
No, you can't. You're gonna fuck them up.
Again, well, first of all, I don't read drunk alcoholic. Okay. So give me a minute. Let me get a keg, and I'll do a keg stand, and then I'll come back and see what I can do. Do y'all want to hear what this guy's been sending me? Okay, listen. Just so y'all know, my clothes already happened. Just fact.
You nailed it.
Again, Roy's face looks like 70s porn. Don't really get it much, but I assume that Tom Dustin has plenty of 70s porn. If you're unfamiliar with the Dre train, you need to use a condom. Yeah, I got that now. If you're unfamiliar, the J train. Yeah, the J train picks you up in Richmond and drops you off at your mom's house. Again, Jesse Jarvis, don't know you like this, but we're going to go with it anyway. It says, if Jarvis put as much effort into his comedy as he did with convincing people he's not gay, he might actually finish third in a Clash of the Comics.
I fucking wish I was gay.
Was that to me or Tom Dustin? Okay, because I'm pretty cool with how you are right now, whatever that is. Then this one is, being the manager of a Funny Bone isn't easy. It's like shopping for a shirt that fits Wingfield. But he spelled it Wingfield. Again, I'm back on Jesse Jarvis. Again, I don't know you like this, so don't take it personal. Jesse Jarvis should take the money he's made in comedy and use it as a down payment on a pen. Tom Dustin, ladies and gentlemen, Tom Dustin.
Rick Bruner, everybody.
Hey, now that I did 5 minutes, does that mean I can do 20 in a comedy club?
All right now, I want to ask everybody in here, I know we pretty much clapped out, but I want a nice round of applause for your bartender, Adrienne, tonight. It's her birthday. She's working her ass off. Take care of her. And after the show, Tom Dustin will be selling fire wallets for $20. I want to let you guys know, Jesse, we've reached that time of the evening